So the next one is incentives and concessions. And I think this is really important, for regardless if you're selling with an agent or not, this is important for getting an agent involved and excited about your house. It's important for getting buyers especially excited about your house. So you can use these things, concessions and incentives, to get everyone that could possibly want to get someone in your house excited for it. So, if you think about on the buyer side, you can offer something like a buyer's incentive to actually get those buyers to put your house at the top of the list. So if they're working with a buyer, if they're going out and showing 5, 10 houses a day, your house is going to be number one on that list. So when they go out for that day, that's the first one that they're looking at. And if your house is right for them, they're going to get excited about it and they're going to buy it. So that gets the buyer's agents for the buyers excited, and they actually get their clients in the house for you. The other part of it too is you got to get the buyers excited, right? So there are certain things that you can do for buyers that will make them look at your house favorably versus another house, and those could be things like closing cost assistant is a big one. So closing cost assistance, people are always tight on money because most of the time they're overextending themselves, right? So if you have any support that you can give them at the closing table, it saves them some money. It's almost like free money in their pocket. So if you can offer them closing cost assistance, if you could offer them some other incentive at closing, get creative with it. I don't know what that happens to be, but maybe it's something that the buyer is really looking for or needs help with. You can help them out with that. Another thing to get the buyers excited, or I should say, give them a little bit more of a peace of mind, is a home warranty. So home warranties are a big one, right? So if you have a buyer that is most likely overextending themselves to purchase a house, whether it's your house or someone else's house, right? One of the things that they're going to worry about is overextending their bank account. So if they know that for that next year or whatever that time period that the home warranty covers, it is essentially going to take care of all of the problems and fix all of their problems for them. They won't have to worry about that, especially with the big upfront costs that they have in purchasing the house. That's going to give them a lot of peace of mind, and it's going to make them feel good about buying that house. So if you're offering a home warranty on your property, and the competitive house that's selling next door or down this road is not doing that, those things in combination with things like the closing cost assistance, the concessions to the buyer agent, the concessions to the other agents, the incentives there to get them actually in the house and talking positively about your house, those are things that are all going to kind of compound together, right? So it's an exponential growth of all this positive energy and everything going into your property versus other properties that those buyers have been looking at, and it really puts you in a good spot. Number one, to help the agent for the buyer kind of persuade them into purchasing your house, and then number two, it kind of works on the buyer side for them to think, oh, this is a good house, it has this, it has that, they're going to help me with this, they're going to help me with that, and then at the same time I won't have to worry about fixing the furnace for a year or fixing plumbing for a year, or whatever it happens to be that's in the back of their mind that's a concern. So all of these things together are going to kind of compound together and help put your house into a very favorable light. And when you do that, essentially you'll have a house that someone really, really wants to buy. And if someone really, really wants to buy it, then someone else really, really wants to buy it. You'll get some offers in, and you will be able to close that house, quicker than if it just sat there overpriced without any incentives or any reason for the buyer to jump on that house.